tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Last week, Raila Odinga attended the burial ceremony of Mama Dorcas Ntimama in Narok. Then he made it clear to the whole nation that he was going to Dubai for a meeting. Yes, that speech by Raila Odinga left very many Kenyans speculating. What kind of this meeting that is it that was taking Raila Amolo Odinga to Dubai? Yes. So in this video right now, having done some research here and there, I'll explain in details what might have taken Raila Amolo Odinga to Dubai. So in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel, tap on the subscription button and also kindly give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. Thank you. Straight away to our discussion. I believe that Raila Amolo Odinga went to Dubai for 3 reasons. The first reason that took Raila Amolo Odinga to Dubai, and I'll explain them in details, was to source for funds for African infrastructure. That was the first reason. The second reason was he was in Dubai to source for funds for his 2022 presidential ambition next year. That was the second reason. And then finally, what took Raila Amolo Odinga to Dubai probably was for a medical checkup. Those are the 3 reasons as to why Raila Amolo Odinga went to Dubai. And let me now start with the first reason, to source for funds for African infrastructure. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, that African Union has got 2 ways of receiving funds, or rather has got 2 ways, or 2 sources of funding. The first source of African Union funding is a donation by the 55 member states. That's the first source of African Union funding. The second source of African Union funding is a donation from external partners. That can be individuals, other foreign nationalities, governments, etc., etc. So Raila Amolo Odinga is the special envoy for African infrastructure development, a department that deals majorly with roads and other infrastructure developments. So Raila Amolo Odinga was in Dubai to source for funds from other external partners for a kitty called African Infrastructure Fund. Raila has been pushing for something called African Infrastructure Fund, a kitty that will be addressing funding for capital intensive African development infrastructure. So he was there for that kind of a funding. And that was explained yesterday by his spokesman, Dennis Onyango, that he was there to meet some businessmen from Dubai and also from Germany who had shown interest in putting some money into that kind of a kitty. And to elaborate onto that, let me give example like Kenya. We have county governments. County governments receives funds from the government. But then again, the county governments are also at liberty to get funding from other external partners outside of government. Raila Amolo Odinga is in charge of African infrastructure development. He receives funds from AU. And then on top of the funds he receives from AU, he is at liberty to source for funds from other external partners. That's why he is in Dubai. Secondly, he is there to source for funds for his 2022 presidential ambition or other bid. We know for a fact that a presidential election in Kenya sometimes becomes very, very expensive. In 2013 alone, according to some rough estimates, Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta each used about 10 to well over 20 billion Kenya shillings, one presidential election, similar to even 2017. So presidential election sometimes in Kenya becomes very, very expensive. It runs to a tune of well over 20 billion. So most likely, because we are heading to the general election next year, Raila might have gone there to source for funds from some of his friends from Dubai and also from Germany. We are meant to believe that he's there to meet some businessmen from Dubai and also from Germany. This might be his friends who might be just willing to bankroll or finance his 2022 presidential ambition next year. Yes. Presidential election in Kenya sometimes become very, very expensive. And that's attributed mostly to the kind of electorate we have in Kenya. You know, Kenyans love money. Without money, it's very hard to convince a Kenyan to vote for you. You must first of all show him money, and then you can now tell him about your manifesto, having shown him money. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how Kenyans are. And then thirdly, Raila Amolo Odinga might have gone to Dubai for a medical checkup. A medical checkup. Last year around June, Raila Amolo Odinga was in Dubai for about 3 weeks. He had gone for some minor back surgery. And he stayed there for well over 3 weeks. During that time he was there, Kenyans started speculating, and some were even saying that Raila Amolo Odinga could not even stand or even walk. Yes, you know, Kenyans are a gossiping nation. It forced Raila Amolo Odinga to share a video of himself doing some jogging, just to prove to Kenyans that he was okay. And if that was not enough, it forced Mombasa Governor Ali Hassan Joho and Suna East Member of Parliament, Junet Mohammed, to book a private jet and fly all the way to Dubai to visit Raila Amolo Odinga. After which they took some photos, which they later shared, just to convince Kenyans that Raila Amolo Odinga was well and doing fine. So, Raila might be also in Dubai for a checkup, or rather a follow-up of his surgery, of what he might have been there for a follow-up of his surgery that he went for last year. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a common sense that Raila Amolo Odinga, having gone for surgery last year, he might have gone for a follow-up of that surgery, or maybe to pay a courtesy call to those who did him the surgery. It's just a common sense that way, ladies and gentlemen. So I strongly believe that Raila Amolo Odinga was in Dubai for those 3 reasons: for medical checkup, to source for funds for his 2022 presidential ambition next year, and also to source for funds for African infrastructure development. I believe he was there for those 3 reasons. So, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did mention when we were starting, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel and you've not yet subscribed, tap on the subscription button, and also kindly give this video a like. And also to our esteemed fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very, very much humbled with the kind of progress we are making in this YouTube channel. But I strongly believe that the rate can even be faster than we are currently doing. So kindly I implore upon you to give this video a like, drop a comment and let us know where we should do some improvements, and if possible, share some of our videos. We want these videos to reach as a wider audience as possible. That's also one way of making sure that this channel grows at even a faster rate than we are currently doing. Otherwise, God bless you. God bless Kenya. tamu sana, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Thank you.